This is my answer to TS503, Unit 1, Applied Learning Archive, Task 8, Part C. Yes, it's meant to be a spider. A spider diagram. Yes, that's quite spidery, isn't it? Anyway, so I'm going to lead you through my diagram. Here goes. We start here. I decided to start with my brain as it is proving a block to me doing this exercise. So although I see myself as an imaginative person, at this moment in time, I feel like my brain is being rather rigid. So I decided that my brain is an obstruction. The brain could be a title of the play. The brain could be a character. The brain could be a plot. Could it? Could the brain be a plot? It could be a theme. Right, and so, yeah. Oh, God. Yes, how do I say all of that as words? So I'm just going to hold the camera here for a moment and pick out some things. So we discussed the brain as a character. The brain can be a processor, a manipulator, creator, point of view changer. You can see something positively or negatively. The brain can be an obstacle in the plot, but is also an obstacle in real life. Action, obstructed, ever questioning, criticizing. The brain, it has a character, could be ever present by the shoulder of the protagonist and dressed in pink, maybe. I don't know why, because in illustrations, brains are pink, aren't they, in illustrations? I'm looking at ideas around autistic thinking, rigidity, the mental gymnastics that someone with autism, let's just be honest, me, that I have to go through trying to understand others and doing that thing of putting myself in their shoes. I had this idea of a brain being a dancer in a pink leotard, navigating language and situations and literally doing backflips and contorting the body to understand the world around themselves. Me, basically. The internal dialogue could be externalized, so the brain is in conversation with the protagonist. Oh, look, it's got that bit there. And then moving on to this bit. So who is the character? Who are the characters? Is the character me? If not me, who is it? Could it be a mum, a nurse? These are called stereotypes. Doctor, dentist. I've got stereotype kind of images. Elderly lady in my head. So I question myself, what does character mean? And why would I choose that character? And who is that character? And then I thought about characters in the way that Zola wrote his novel and then turned it into a play and said it was like an experiment, and like Strindberg and naturalism, where the play is treated as a kind of science. Could that be the way forward for this play? Can I accumulate these characters, put them in a situation, then see what unfolds in my brain? Well, so that's what I've said there, and then see what happens. Well, the thing that comes into my mind is write what you know about. Does this mean I nick characters from real life, people I know? I pity them. How do I pluck something like that from my brain? Normally, I would say that if you told me, right, there's a situation in a pub, you've got two characters, tell me the characters, and then I just write something that would come. Just something will come. I don't know why I'm having this difficulty about character. So anyway, because I'm having this difficulty about character, my brain is suddenly lacking in imagination. My brain goes, okay, let's have two characters. One is the playwright, maybe that's me, and then the other is the brain. Oh my God, it's me again. Okay, who said that I was self-centered? They're wrong. Everyone should be like me. No, anyway, what do you think about me? So, structure. Yes, the playwright. So we've all right, let's say we've got these characters, the playwright and the brain. Very generic kind of idea. Structure. Could I see the end at the beginning? What situation are these characters in? Obvious. Don't know why I wrote that. So the problem equals the generation of a play from nothing. So my brain's starting to put up blocks and objections, even in this spider diagram. What's the purpose of the play? Logic, cost of living crisis. In my case, I would say to stimulate a new way, to make people think. So I want to challenge people, make them think about the situation, the way the world is at the moment. Themes: autism, processing the world. Well, let's take a stock take. What have I got so far in this diagram? Yeah, I have the themes: autism, processing the world, logic, cost of living crisis, situation, writing a play, 2 characters, me and my brain. Oops, my brain's come along. Negativity. What is it lacking, Karen? The critic has arisen from the depths of my brain to say, I am lacking a way to connect all these fragments of stuff that I've spewed over the paper. There's no solid concept. What solid idea is there? Where's the structure? What's the plan? What's your vision? What's your pathway, Karen? Oh, now I feel lost in a sea of negativity. So let's go back to the task. What's the original task? Reminder, refocus. Strong beliefs I might explore. Oh yes, it's taken me all this time to get to that point. So just a quick breakdown of these beliefs. Solutions to the cost of living crisis: greed and selfish, harming humanity. Selfishness, did I say? Yes. Autism, strengths and weaknesses. Conservative government, destroying opportunities and prospects for future generations. And sustainability and thoughts around that. So explore through play ideas. What were the play ideas? Oh yeah, 1 was veganism, 2 was suicide, and then 3 I can't even remember, so it can't have been that good. Didn't make an impression. So I did go with suicide in the previous questions. So it says about implicit or explicit. My understanding of explicit is when it's obvious and it's on a plate. You don't really have to think about it. Implicit, I understand that being that I have to, or the audience has to fill in the gaps. There's a little bit of a nudge here and there. So an explicit way of exploring suicide, maybe the drama is involving pressure on a character from the cost of living crisis. They are killing themselves. They see killing themselves as an answer. Look, I hope you noticed this unhappy face. My brain has come up with an objection or 2 or 3. It's too depressing. Who will pay to see that play? I don't want to write about that. Oh, but it's also come up with this. But it could be comedic. Truth framed in humour, which is an idealistic way, but I am only funny when I don't realise it. So I don't know if I can be funny on purpose. You know that thing, like where people laugh at you or with you? People are more likely to laugh at me. So never mention. Implicit. So I suppose implicit would mean I wouldn't mention suicide or death directly, but maybe there could be a news report of suicide rather than part of a play. Could be Twitter feed, news stories. I don't see where I'm going with this, even though it's all laid out in front of me like this. But I don't know why I'm having such a problem with this. But there you go. It doesn't matter if it's a right or wrong diagram. It matters that I'm engaged, doesn't it? And, you know, I have definitely engaged. That's all I can say. So there's my diagram. If you got this far, very many congratulations and thank you.